Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about the events. Basically we have two types of events. One is browser events, second one is system events. Browser events means like client side events. On change, on focus, on key press, on key release, on click, on blur, etc. System events means these events which are handled by Lightning platform are called system events. There are two types of system events. One is component events, and second one is application level events. So today topic and the next two classes are completely about component events. After that, we will start discussing about the application events. If you know component events, it is very much easy to understand the application events. Yeah. Properties of events. First, for firing the event, and let's later look into listening the event. Listening the event is nothing but handling the event. For firing the event, whichever component wants to fire, that component must register that event. One event can be fired by multiple components. One event can be fired by multiple components. Very important point. For registering event in the component, for registering the event in the component side, it needs a nickname. This nickname is mandatory in component events and for optional in case of application event. To get event in the controller, we use nickname like where evt equal to, you can write anything here. Evt or e or vt or t, anything you can write. It is a variable. Where evt equal to component dot get evt. You know, nickname, whatever the name which we write for while registering the event in the component, that name we use here to get the component. It is something like calling the server side controller. For server side controller, we use component dot get of c colon or sorry c dot the name of the server side method. Okay, here component dot get event, there is no c, something like. Okay, later to fire the event we use evt dot fire. That's it. Dot fire method we use for firing the event. Listening the event is an optional. If you want to, the component wants to listen the event, it can listen. Otherwise, no need to think about it. Okay. To listen the event, all listeners, that means all the components must use ARA handler. Whichever the component wants to listen the event, those components must and should use ARA handler. These things we'll discuss in a couple of moments. After a couple of moments. Okay. Now I will go to the a small diagram. This is about the component events. Okay. If this is child component, this is parent component. Both the diagram same. Okay. Child component, and this is the parent component which holds the child component. If child component fires the event, child component can handle the event. If child fires the event, child can handle the event. Along with that, a parent can handle the event. Anyway, parent can handle the event. Here, if child fires, parent alone handles. That means here child doesn't want to listen the event. It fires the event. It doesn't want to listen the event. If it wants to listen the event, it can listen. It's an optional. Okay. Here in this situation, child fires the event, and child can handle the event. Parent can handle the event. In this situation, child fires, but child is not listening. Parent can handle the event. Okay. Now let's go to the third situation. This is the parent component. These are all child components. If child 1 fires the event, it can handle and parent can handle. See, child 1 fires the event, child 1 can handle the event, and parent can handle the event. But child 2 cannot handle the event, child 3 cannot handle the event, child 4 also cannot handle the event. That means it clearly indicates the component level events are propagating only in the up in the direction. That's it. Okay, they can go only in up in the direction, and they cannot move in the siblings. That means they cannot move aside. That means the siblings cannot handle the event. So similarly, sorry, it cannot go the right side, and it cannot go even left side as well, and it cannot go even downward also. It cannot go downward also. From this diagram, what we can understand, so it is bubbling. Component event is a bubbling. Only it can move in the up in the direction. That's it. It cannot move side, left side or right side. That means sibling is not available. Sibling propagation is not allowed, and inheritance is also not allowed. Inheritance means going downward. Going upward is called bubbling. Going downward is inheritance. Going left and right is sibling. So component events only propagates only in the up in the direction. That's why we call it as bubbling. The moment you open the soda bottle cup, the bubbles will travel or propagate from the bottom to the top. Bottom to the top. So it is move from bottom to top. It cannot move side or it cannot move down. It can move only up in the direction. Okay, it is a unidirectional propagation. But whereas if we go for application events, it can go up, it can go left, it can go down. That means if child fires the event, it can listen, its parent can listen, its siblings can also listen. That's it. Very simple. Application event is more predominant than component event. I mean, it can fire child can if child fires the event, child can listen, its parent can listen, and its siblings can also listen the event. Okay, let us go to the before that difference between component event and application event. There are 3 points. Component events propagates unidirectional from child to parent. I told you already, bubbling. Whereas application event propagates in multi-directional with lower component to type top. I mean, like bubbles move from bottom to top in soda bottle after opening the cap. So if after opening the cup, bubbling means it is this opening and close discuss about the component event. But application event means it can go anyway. It can go in multi directions. Okay. Nickname or pseudonym is important in component event, whereas it plays no role in application events. In controller, component event uses component.get event, whereas in application event we use $a.get of e dot event name. Okay, this you can understand while we discuss about the component events and application events. Okay, there are three situations already. We discussed this in paint section. Okay, event fired event fired from child component and handled by parent component. Event is fired by, this is also right, same. Event is fired by child and handled by the parent. More specifically, event is fired by child and parent handle the event. Second situation, event is fired from child component and handled by child component itself. This is the situation. Okay, it fires the event, it handles the event. Third one, event is fired from child component and handled by both child component and itself and parent component. So this is the complete. If you consider this one as child fires, itself handles and its parent also handles. For second situation, if it is not there, the second situation, parent cannot handle, parent is not handling. That means parent is not choose to handle the situation, to handle the event. Sorry. Then second category. Okay, third category is completely this one. Okay. Okay, let's discuss a simple scenario so that you can understand more on component events. Okay. File, new, lightning event, LE underscore 16 underscore 08 underscore event 1. Let me copy this one and put it in the paste in the mm, I just paste it in notepad, submit, close the description, change it to component. You just no need of think about the description. It is of no use. If you want, you can keep it like this. Make it double tag. Let's create one attribute. Aura attribute name equal to emp name, type equal to string. Control S. Now let's go to new lightning component. This is first child one. So underscore child underscore one. Copy, paste, submit. Let's create one attribute aura colon at sorry attribute name. You can write name in name or name, type equal to string. Now I want to fire the event. So whichever component want to fire the event, it should register the event. How to register the event? Just aura register event name equal to, you can give any name. Now I'm giving first. This is the first one, right? So this is the nickname of the event. This should be useful whenever you want to handle this event. Type equal to C colon the name of the event. Control V. Yeah, we registered the event. Now let's create lightning card. Guys, if you want to know what exactly we're going to see the output first so that you can understand more. For example, this is what I want. In the child component, I'm writing some name of the employee, enter name of the employee is Ashok. If I click it, I'm getting the name in the parent component. That means this is in this component event or application event. That means events are for exchanging the information between the components or among the components. Okay. So now the information is exchanging from child component to parent component. Child component fires the event here. Parent component is accepting, or otherwise you can call it as handling the event or listening the event. Okay, right. And now I will define one card lightning colon card title child component inside that I'm defining lightning input to enter the name of the employee. Lightning input label, enter name of the employee. Value v dot NAM. So we are assigning this with this attribute. Okay, whatever the value which is entered by the end user, that we are assigning to the attribute. Now let me create one button to fire the event. On click of submit. This is very important. C dot submit. C, it should be C. Variant. This is the child component. So child component is for accepting the data. Now I am going for the writing the child component controller. Before that, I just need to copy this one. Submit. Control C. Controller. Close the description. Yeah. Now first get the values from the component. Let names I can write where names equal to component dot get of v dot NAM. I think we have given the attribute name as NAM. Yes, NAM. Now we got the value from the component. Okay, now we are get the event where EVT. In real time we use EVT, you can write anything, no problem. It's a variable, right? Component dot get of get event of what is the what is the nickname we have given while registering the event. First directly get that one. That's it. Now we call the event. Now we need to set the values to the event. EVT dot set params. Guys, forget get param, set params. Okay, to get the values from the event, we use get param. To set the values to the event, we use set params. Okay, it should be JSON format. Okay, what is the name? We have given EMP name. Colon with we are passing the value names which we got from the end user. That's it. Now we need to fire EVT dot fire the event. That's it. This is over. Now we need to go for write the parent component. New lightning component. This is parent one. You should copy, submit, close the description, open notepad, parent, it should be at the top. Okay, so how it become parent? If you write or if you call the component child component inside parent component, then it become parent. How to call child component? C colon name of the component. Now it become a parent component. Now whichever want to listen the event, it should enable, it should write, we have to write ARA handler inside that component. Name. What is the ARA handler name? What is exactly the name which we have written while registering the event? That is first. Here we have to write event. While registering the event type, while writing the handler, we have to write event. Event equal to C colon name of the event is control C, control yeah. As it is a handler, we must write action. Action. What is the action? C dot. I can write invoke. Okay. Now I will write one attribute. I will define one attribute to get the result or to display the name in the component. Okay. ARA attribute name equal to what I can write name equal to name of the employee. Otherwise I can write parent component name. Parent component name type equal to string. Why it is showing like that? Gap, right? Now I will write one card here to display the result. Lightning card, lightning card title parent component. Name of the employee is here just v dot pc name. V dot pc name. That's it. Parent component is also finished. Now I'm going for controller. It is very simple. What is the handler we have written? C dot invoke. Control C. Control V. Where NA equal to component dot. No, we have to first get the name from the event, right? Where event, right? event dot get param. Already I told you for getting the parameter we write param. For setting the parameters, set params. We have to write this name here. Okay, what is the parameter? It is available in the event emp name. That's it. Over guys, only one step left. Now this After getting the value from the event, we have to set that to the component attribute. What is the attribute we have? We did p component, parent component name. This is the attribute that we define in the parent component C. PC name. Very simple flow. Don't get confused with NA. Okay. Now that's it. Now I will define the lightning application. New lightning application for defining the all the time we are writing it LE. Okay. Lightning application. Submit. Close the description. Stands force colon SLDS C colon. We have to call parent component here, right? This is the parent component. That's it. I hope we'll get the result as expected. I think everything is saved. No. File. Save all. Update preview. It is updating. Yeah. Enter name of the employee Ashok. Submit. Yes, here we go. So that means actually what actually happening, inside the inside the child component, I have written Ashok and it fires the event. Actually, the actual flow is I have written a event with attribute name is equal to employee name. In the child component, I register the event and I fire the event. Okay, I fire the event. Okay, and before that, I took one lightning input to enter the name. User has to enter name here. Okay, name of the employee. That name I am assigning to the attribute NAM. That the NAM I am passing. Okay, before firing the event, I'm passing into this attribute of the event. Okay, later I fire the event. Now this event has EMP name, employee name, which is entered by the end user. Okay, now this event is fired. Once the user is fired, whoever register, whoever has handler, they can listen. Okay, now this invoke method get called. What is there in the invoke method? You know, the invoke method, with the help of that invoke, when the event handles, when the event is handled by the parent component, so we got the parameter for, we got the parameter which is available in the event, that is EMP name, which is entering into the a variable NA. Okay, then now the employee value which is entered by the user is in NA. Now I'm setting that NA value to the parent component name, that is parent component attribute. Okay, now here I define one attribute PC name, parent component at name. Okay, parent component name. Okay, this is the name of the attribute which we declared in the parent component. Okay, now what we are, once this is came from the event, I am displaying with the help of a small card. Okay, so if you observe the result, update preview, SFDC, for example, you get, that's it. Now you are entering the value in the child component, but you are displaying the result in the parent component. It means information is exchanging between the components. Thank you.